Hello everyone, welcome back to my December daily series of process videos. Today I'm working on day number 9 and I pulled apart one of my foundation pages. I was initially using these window cards to document 3 of the main gifts that we were giving each other for the season, but then I decided I really wanted to use them for advent calendars. In my December daily planner, I did write advent calendars first before changing to gifts. So it wasn't a big bit of a segue, except for I had already done my journaling in that red pocket above. So I decided instead of, taking apart the journaling, I would just take apart the back bits with the window cards and add pictures of the advent calendars for each of us, as well as the journaling as to what we chose. And that would be the page for today. So this was quite a simple spread to put together, and I actually really love how it turns out in the end. I cut my photos and my journaling, I sized them down to 1.5 inches square, and so that was perfectly fitting inside of these window cards. But initially I did cut them down 2 by 2, thinking that it was. Anyway, once I resized it and I cut them down, it was just really easy to stick them into the pockets smoothly. And it actually makes me really wish that all my foundation pages were this easy to put together, the final pages. So I was toying with whether to put the photo in the inside and the wording on the flap, but instead I liked opening it up and seeing the wording as soon as I opened it, and then the picture on the left hand side. So that's what I'm doing for these 3, and then I would put together another page which would show a title for the day as well as a number for the day. So I chose some wooden musical instruments for my son for his advent calendar. It's actually quite fun. It's instruments from around the world, and so each day I let him put his hand in the bag and pick out his instrument for the day, and he's really been enjoying that. And I just like seeing how quickly he's taken to each of the musical instruments, so that's quite fun. And then for my husband, I chose this Cocoa Black advent calendar. It's just a really nice chocolate calendar that we got last year as well. We were introduced by these chocolates by one of my close friends a few years ago, and we've been having them ever since as our preferred chocolate or gift chocolate choices. So for the third one, which is mine, I chose this year a T2 luxury advent calendar. I really love teas, and I probably could have gone with just a simple one, but they brought out a luxury calendar this year which also had this really beautiful watercolor printed teacup and tea pot and just all sorts of accessories, tea related accessories that were really cute. So I decided to go for that one. To be honest, I haven't really been able to keep up with it very much, but I do like the sleep tea, and I have been having that before bed most nights just to help me get a better night's rest. And so once I add those in, now is the big decisions that I have to make now is how I'm going to attach and what I'm going to attach, and then the words or the letters that I'm going to use, as well as the numbers that I'm going to use to document this day. So in the end, I'm thinking the 9 black felt, because I actually haven't used any of these felt numbers for the for December daily just yet. So I'm thinking I would use one of those, and I pulled out these Felicity Jane alphas that I had in my stash because I liked how the gold with the white outer kind of complements the left hand side of the page. So then I'm just going to adhere those down to the piece of acetate. I decided to use one of the 3x8 acetate pieces from this year's journal card and transparency set, and so that works well for me. I like that there's a mix of patterns, alphas on one side, starbursts on the other, and I think it's quite a fun spread. where spreads are concerned, is probably one of the quickest spreads that have come together for me, and that was quite nice as well, because we are entering a busier season, and now that, you know, December is coming around to the middle, or the belly of December, it's coming in. So with, you know, much more weekend events and night events, and so it is nice to be able to put together my pages fairly quickly during this part of the season. So yeah, this is practically, I add in this advent, and then I add some embellishments to the page as well. I am ensuring that the advent is lined up one on top of each other and side by side equally, kind of like how your windows for your actual advent calendar would line up. And then I use some red line tape to adhere the number 9 down securely to the acetate. I'm thinking that these acetate pages, they don't have the plastic film on either side. I hope it doesn't, because I tried pulling them off but nothing came off, so I'm hoping that, you know, it doesn't lift at any point in time, which has happened to me before with acetate dividers, thinking that there was no film, but then somewhere in the middle of the year my entire the film started to come off. And it was funny because I had so many things layered on that acetate. And in the end, I decided to kind of create this border, again, like a play on some of the advent calendars. I played with a couple different colors and patterns, and I felt like the stripe worked really well. And so I'm just trying to lay it down like exactly one on top of each other with no overlap, even though I could barely see the overlap when it was there. But this is what the spread for day 9 looks like, and I'm quite happy with how it turns out. I add another one of those red stars and a brad in there to just kind of balance it off with the red stars and brads on the other side of the page, and I use a glue dot to adhere that in place. And then this is my spread for today. So thank you so much for being here with me today, guys, and I look forward to sharing the next videos with you. Bye.